Are you tired of constantly searching for new clients on Upwork? I know I used to be. Are you ready to turn your freelancing hustle into a steady stream of repeat business? Hey, I'm Elijah, and over the past 6 years of freelancing on Upwork, I've learned some really effective techniques for winning repeat business and largely avoiding the never-ending hunt for new clients. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. Hey, before we continue, if you're brand new to freelancing, check out my free guide, which is linked below in the description. It's got some tips and strategies for anyone just starting out in freelancing to help you get your mindset right and knowing the first steps that you should take to really set the foundation for a successful freelancing career. So why is finding repeat business so important? For starters, it takes a lot of the stress out of freelancing. Instead of constantly searching for new clients, you can just focus on creating high-quality work for the clients you already have. And this saves you from having to relearn new clients' preferences and needs like on a weekly basis. On top of that, repeat business can be super lucrative. So it's lucrative for a couple reasons. One, instead of spending 30% of your time searching for jobs, searching for new clients, you get to spend your time doing the work that'll bring in more cash. All that time job hunting, now that's just like money earning activities. And then you also have the fact that Upwork takes a smaller and smaller cut from your money the more you work for one client. So up to the first $500 you earn with a client, Upwork will take 20%, which is quite a bit, but it's how it is. And then from $500 up to $10,000 with one client, Upwork will take 10%, which is much better. That's a fee I can live with. And then if you go over 10 grand with one client, which I've done a few times, then Upwork only takes 5%. And for me, that's just awesome. So those are just a couple reasons why it's really beneficial to work with one long-term client or have, a handful of long-term clients. It's less stress. You're going to make more money. It's just a better lifestyle. Not having to hustle and grind every day for new clients. It's so much better. Trust me. So let's get into some of the ways that you can gain and keep long-term clients. First and foremost, communication is key. You have to communicate clearly and make sure the client and you are on the same page with exactly what you're doing for them, what they expect of you, when are the deadlines, just the scope of the project. You don't want to have details like kind of murky and you don't really know exactly what you're supposed to be doing, and then the client could come back and be like really disappointed, or you're doing the wrong thing, and there's just avoid that. So communicating clearly is the first step for me. The second thing is to go above and beyond for every client that you can. And what I mean is, don't just do the bare minimum. No, if that's what they expect of you and you deliver that at the bare minimum, you're still delivering what they asked for, but man, you want to really impress a client and you want them to want you around long term. Impress them, like go above and beyond, exceed their expectations. That could involve just like communicating really clearly, doing some extra work, just making your work like stand out and just better. It can also be like giving some advice. Let's say you have experience doing something with other clients and you've learned this system that works really well, and now you are with a new client and they don't quite have it all together, or there's room for improvements. Suggest ways that they can improve this process or improve this small part of their business and make their life easier or help them achieve success faster and easier. It's going to help them, and you're going above and beyond. Let's say your job is to make a logo for them. Well, what if you make like a few variations of that logo and you provide that to them for free? Or if you're writing an article for a client, why not come up with related article ideas that might fit into their content strategy, and maybe they hadn't thought of those yet? You're adding value to that client and you're standing above and beyond the competition. The more that you can stand out from the crowd, the more people will want to work with you long term. Show your clients that you care about their business and their success. And again, this could be as simple as following up after a project to check in, make sure everything was okay. Is there something that we can fix and make even better? Another tip is handle feedback and revisions effectively. Be open to suggestions and criticism. Don't just like shut down and, hide from the client or take it super personally. No, not every job you do for every client is going to be exactly like on point with what they need or what they were thinking. Sometimes it goes perfectly. You just keep pumping out perfect material and that's the best, but it's very normal to have something need to be corrected, need to be changed, need to be tweaked. That's just how it works. And there's nothing wrong with that. Instead of taking it personally, jump up and be like, let's get this done, let's make it better. Build a strong relationship with every client, as much as you can. A big part of it comes down to trust. Do you do what you say? Do you do it when you say you're going to do it by? It doesn't hurt to get to know your clients a little bit on a personal level. Have a rapport with them. Make some small talk. We're all humans here, be friendly and be personable and have some rapport. Like, that's going to make them like you and trust you more and want to continue working with you. Be responsive. If they message you, try and get back as soon as you can. I do believe in not working 24/7, but get back to them, the next morning. Make it a priority to, respond to the client. If there's an issue, just let them know you're going to get on it as soon as you can and, maybe later today or the next day. And just that communication and being responsive really goes a long way. This tip is one of my biggest tips for anyone working for someone else in general, and that is to become essential to that person's business. This applies to if you're a freelancer, if you have a job, or if you're a business providing a service to a client. Become essential to that person or to that business, to that client. How can you become so valuable to them that they just couldn't imagine, losing you? They don't want to lose you. They want to keep working with you because you're doing a damn good job. You're over-delivering and you're doing it on time. You're helping them achieve success in their business, become like that important cog that, if it went missing, they just wouldn't function as well. That's what you got to strive for. Just really show up as someone who wants them to succeed. You're going to be that much more valuable to them. You're helping them frickin' succeed in their business. Like, how awesome is that? So I think that's the attitude to show up with. Be an expert in your field. Even if you're not an expert now, work on becoming more and more of an expert. Keep learning, keep studying, keep improving. You could take a course, you could just learn for free online, practice, work on your own projects. Keep leveling up your own skills. That's going to help you do a better job with each client that you have. Keep up to date with industry trends, keep up to date with changes, now AI is happening. Dude, there are so many industries that are going to be completely changed. It's already happening right now with AI. If you're falling behind and not using AI, but the rest of your industry is quickly adopting it, that's not good. For one, it could just mean that you're taking longer and you could be getting your work done way faster. And I'm not saying use AI just to cheat and have it write a complete blog post and don't even make any changes. And I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about AI will make many different types of work so much faster and better. Be flexible, be accommodating. If you don't normally do something this way or that way, but the client really wants that, if having that client and having their payment on a regular basis is worth it for you, do it. It's up to you though to decide, is it worth it for you or not? Be comfortable with pricing and negotiation. If you're not charging what you're worth, you're not going to be in this for a long time, or you may have to work 80 hours a week at a low rate in order to pay your bills. That would suck. You could become resentful. You could, resent taking on the client and agreeing to work for this low rate. So you start doing really crappy, half-assed work. Then the client is not very happy. Maybe you get a bad review. It's just not a good way to run your business. Ultimately, you're running your own business, even if you're just an independent contractor or freelancer. I want to run a business where I'm getting paid well and delivering an amazing product that helps someone else achieve their dreams, where everyone is happy working together. Don't you want to run your business like that? It's so much better than doing crappy work and hating it and you're not getting paid enough. You can get sucked into that on Upwork, Fiverr, Freelancer, whatever. If you take low pay jobs, you may end up hating it and doing a crappy job and just trying to rush out the projects as fast as possible. Maybe you can do that temporarily while you figure out how to actually run your business, bridge the gap until you're doing something better. But yeah, well, there you have it. Those are some of my top tips for landing and keeping long-term clients. If you follow these tips, you should be able to successfully do the same in your own freelancing business. This will help you build relationships and have a steady flow of work coming in regularly. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. It'll let YouTube know that this content doesn't suck, and hopefully they'll show it to some other people. And if you're new to freelancing, be sure to check out my free guide, which is linked below. It's got tips and strategies for anyone who's just starting out, and I think it'll really help you. Thanks for watching until the end. I will see you soon. I appreciate you.